Hello, I'm Natasha and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making Vetkoek for you. Now Vetkoek is a South African dish. It's made out of flour, yeast, water, and it's left in the oven to rise and then deep fried. And once deep fried, and we fill it with mince or with vegetables, whatever you so choose. I'll also be making a sauce today made of mince and vegetables, and this will be the filling for my Vetkoek. Vetkoek, roughly translated, means cake deep fried. So a lot of people would say it's just called a fat cake. Whatever you call it in Afrikaans and in the Malay, it was called a Vetkoek. And it is a recipe that comes from a traditional age. There are many different ways of making Vetkoek, two different variations that I know of. You can either make it with yeast or you can make it with egg. Today we'll be making the yeast version. I've added a packet of yeast to my bowl of sugar, and I'm adding about half, as you can see, of the yeast to my mixture. Now I'm going to be adding my lukewarm water to my yeast and my sugar mixture, and I'm going to be mixing it up in a large bowl. Add your flour, and also add a pinch of salt. Once you put all your flour into the bowl, make a hole in the middle, like such, and add your yeast. I also have 2 cups of lukewarm water. Start mixing your dough and try and incorporate as much of the liquid as you possibly can into the dough in the meantime. You might want to just take a handful and sprinkle it on your hands so your hand gets a little bit drier, as you can see. Don't be afraid of your dough, take control of it. So, when you're kneading dough, grab a hold of it, like such, on the end, as you can see. Pull, push down, pull, push down, pull, push down, pull, push down. See? You have to get into the rhythm of it. And as you're kneading it, you'll see that your dough starts becoming very elastic. 5 minutes are up, and I've finished kneading my dough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dough, make it into a nice ball, like such. Just pat it down a little bit. I'm going to be spraying just a little bit of olive oil onto the top, and I'm going to smear it in so it doesn't dry out on the top. Now I'm going to be wrapping it in some towel. And I used to ask my mom, how hot does my oven need to be? And my mom has the nicest way of putting it. It has to be as warm as the sun. And in the olden days, they used to put the dough outside in the sunlight, allow the dough to rise naturally. It's been an hour and a half, and when I touch it, it's spongy. As you can see, when I pull it, it's pure elastic. Take about this size, and you flatten it in your palm, and you stretch it out a little bit, and you put it onto a plate when it's ready to be used. It's about a centimeter in thickness. I'm going to put a towel over my dough so it doesn't dry out. In the meantime, I'm going to be heating up my oil. Now my oil should take about 5 minutes to heat up, and we're going to be heating it on a medium heat. Or if you have an electronic stove, then put your heat on a number 4, maybe a number 5, but I really would suggest a number 4. Now the reason being is you've got to deep fry this dough, and if you deep fry it on a very high heat, it won't get cooked on the inside. So you really should do it on a lower heat, so that it takes a little bit longer, but it'll be cooked properly on the inside. Now it takes approximately about 3 to 3.5 minutes to cook the dough. Right, I'm going to be adding my oil to my pot. Now I use pure sunflower oil, but you can use vegetable oil as well if you want to. I wouldn't recommend using olive oil as it doesn't taste the same. You can see that's exactly what it should be doing. So now we know that our oil is ready to fry the Vetkoek or the fat cake. So now I'm going to be taking my Vetkoek as is, and I'm going to slide it into the oil, and I'm going to deep fry it for approximately 3 to 3.5 minutes. I'm going to do 2 at a time. Now while it's frying, with your spoon, pour some oil onto the Vetkoek as well on the top, so that it starts puffing on the top as well. So once it's puffing, you will get a dough that's slightly hollow on the inside, and that'll allow you to put some filling inside your Vetkoek as well. Alright, we're going to turn it over a little bit so it fries on the bottom as well. As I'm hitting it with a spoon, you can hear it sounds hollow. Hear that? It sounds hollow. That means it's puffing up on the inside. Okay, so my Vetkoek is now complete. Look how nice and beautiful it looks. It's all golden brown. And I'm going to be removing it from the oil, and I'm going to put it into my container, and at a later stage we'll cut it open and put some filling on the inside. So there's roughly about 18 that's been made, and with it I'm going to be adding curried beef mince. Take a Vetkoek and with a bread knife just gently cut it in the middle. And as I'm cutting it, you can actually hear it has a bit of a hollowness to it. And as you can see, look at that. As you can see, it's pretty hollow on the inside. And this will allow you to put a nice filling on the inside, which is what we're going to be doing now. Take a spoon and put some filling inside your Vetkoek. Once it's done, all you have to do is just close it a little bit and put it on your plate. It won't always be hollow. As you can see, this one's not very hollow, but it's quite soft on the inside, and when you press the Vetkoek you can actually feel it's very spongy. Garnish it with some parsley and it's ready to serve. And there you have it, a typical traditional South African recipe of Vetkoek and mince.